about 30 seconds late, maybe. Sorry. It's Sunday. It is time to hang out with everybody. Ask Captain Jack. And the reason why, let me get this straight. The reason why I was about 30 seconds late was because I'm rolling in from just having dinner with my favorite Canadians, Richie and his 2 kids, good-looking kids, and right even on cue. Yar! I didn't miss it though, Richie. I was getting out of the truck, and it's like, I gotta put the blinders up because I'm going to be taking my other truck tomorrow, so I need to protect the interior. So I had to put my if you saw on Instagram or Facebook, the literal Captain Jack Rackham flag, which is the pirate with the swords that come up. That is a Calico Jack flag. Captain Jack flag. Captain Jack flag, Captain Jack Rackham flag, so I have that. And then I have like some other stuff underneath it to keep it up. But I'm getting in there. Hey, Pear! Good to see you, partner. Pear's my friend. I want to, damn it. I think, I always screw this up. It's Sweden. I want to say Sweden because I always get pair mixed if it's Norway or Sweden. I think it's Sweden. If I'm wrong, Pear, I'm sorry. Sweden, yes. I got it right. The next time I'll say Norway and I'll be wrong. I want to go to Sweden. I do. I want to go to Sweden. Richie's from Canada. I want to get up to Canada. But why I want to go to Sweden, I admit it. And Perry, you got to hook me up. I want to get some badass, hot Swedish chicks. Meet me. And Pear's there saying, Captain, this is, I don't even have the proper Swedish female name because Inga is like German, so I don't know what it would be, but 2 hot Swedish babes, and we can do like ABBA, like one will be a brunette, one will be a blonde, or I can't. Yeah, Pear, let me make some. I want to pop over. I got my passport. I come over in a minute. If it's not that expensive, then when I get Inga and Anna. Thank you. I want Inga and Anna, and let's just say let them have daddy issues, right? Young, hot Swedish chicks. I know it's the typical, the typical. I don't say it's not sexist. It's not misogynistic because I love ladies. But that's what I want to do. I want to go over and hang out with Pear. Pear, if I can do that, we'll talk about it. Herman's in the house. Cool Kev's in here. Herman, I'm good. We're talking about hot Swedish chicks. Now that is a sport. That is a sport. Hot Swedish chicks. Sweden's finest Seika? Is that a name too? Cool Kev on in with Seika. I'll get an Inga and an Anna. Who else is in here? Matt Marinovich says happy birthday to Marcus Allen. The 26th of March is a it's almost the best birthday in March. Almost. Because March 29th, that is the birthday. Ahoy to you as well, Matt Marinovich. And again, I'll throw Richie Richey up there. So, yeah, I'm rolling in. Richie, love your kids. And if they're watching or listening right now, they're probably saying, what the hell is Captain Jack talking about with these Swedish chicks? It's me. I didn't cuss. Other than, don't bang, chicka, bow, bow. That'd be hot. So, it's Sunday. And Herman, back to your question, I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Oh, okay. Matt 07, who is a member of the channel. You see that little mark right there on here? On YouTube, it's a pirate mark. I want to say thanks to Matt, who's been a channel member in fact, Matt was one of my first channel members. If he wasn't the first, he was definitely top 3. Matt's been with me a long time. A lot of love to you. Oh, Paris says the 16th of March is better. I'm sorry I missed your birthday. But we're March brothers, brother. We're March brothers. Now I'm an Aries, though. Are you? What's the one early March? Because I'm on the cusp. I'm like on the cusp of like Aries, and I think it's Taurus. It's Taurus. Give me one of those. Give me one of those new age chicks who knows where all of the zodiacs are. But belated happy birthday to you as well, son. If I can get over there, pair, I'll let you know. If you want to let me hang out in Sweden. Okay, everybody's talking. We're talking football. Yeah, okay. Go to bed, pair. Go to bed. Thank you for being here, buddy. Pear has been a friend of mine for a long, long, long time. Blessings to you, sir. Thank you for staying up. You can watch it. Go to bed. Watch the show later. So we'll talk sports because Matt brought it up. I'm hearing the Raiders are interested in Bryce Young. Took him out to dinner after Carolina did. Matt says there are rumors the Raiders might trade up to 3, pick up a quarterback. And Matt says, hey, if they do get Bryce Young, would he get the same offer at the Bunny Ranch as Jimmy G? No. Because Jimmy G's spot is he's already got. I mean, Jimmy G F's. I won't say the word. He F's porn stars. Porn stars. Bow chicka down now. I mean, if Bryce Young's the quarterback, or if Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, if they got to trade up to 3, though. And I got to ask, if the Raiders trade up to 3 and Stroud's gone and they're going quarterback, and John, I was just going to add that. I'm hoping it's not Anthony Richardson. And I'm a Gator. I tell you, if they get Anthony Richardson, first off, I don't hate Anthony Richardson. I don't. But that's a lot. That's a lot of great potential. I don't say it. Great potential. But he's got to work on his accuracy. He's like Jamarcus Russell 2.0, except that Richardson actually wants to get better. And no hate on Marcus, or Jamarcus, I should say. That's a Freudian slip because it is Marcus's birthday. But Jamarcus had some things go on, and he didn't want to get better. He had some deaths in the family. He didn't want to get better. He didn't have the right attitude. And they'll tell you that. But if it's Anthony Richardson, I don't know. I can't. John, bless you, brother, for saying your thoughts. I hope it's not. Herman, thanks for that. I wish show love. Got to go Cal State longer next time. Sure, I got my like and be safe. Thank you there, shipmate. Thank you. Herman, thank you there, shipmate. Appreciate it. And Facebook user, please come over to YouTube. Please. In fact, let me put the banner up. It's in here somewhere. Wait a second. There we go. Pardon me. Facebook users, as well as if you're on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Facebook, come over to YouTube, please. In fact, I'll put this up as well. There's the scroll. If you're watching on Twitter or Facebook, please come over to YouTube. And again, if you want to send some love, okay, let's do this, okay? Entries a treasure chest. Every time you spend $5 via Super Chat or Super Sticker on YouTube, or via Cash App, or PayPal Friends and Family, make sure if you do that, if you let me know that, please. If you're going to do the Cash App or the PayPal, because I won't know about it unless I know about it, right? Because I don't check that all the time. You do it via Super Chat or Super Sticker, that's fine, and I'll know about it. And I love them all. I do prefer the Cash App or the PayPal because I get all of that. YouTube, if you do via the Super Chat or the Super Sticker, they take like 33%. Damn, like communist wealth of states like Connecticut, Virginia, things like that. They just rape you. But I do appreciate it. Thank you if you do send that. Critique, thank you for being here as well. And Herman, thank you. I like him to be safe. Thank you there. I'll put Herman's up again. Thank you for being here, Herman. Thank you for, Pear for being here. Yeah, YouTube does rape you. And if you don't think I don't, Critique knows because he's a YouTuber. And Critique was asking about Hendon Hooker. I like Hendon Hooker. Pardon me. I know. I yawn a lot on the shows because I stay up and I have long days and I'm getting older. I admit it. I'm getting older. By the way, like, share, please. Like, share. I was doing tax things today. I was getting stuff. I've still got that for the rest of the week. Could you see the Raiders going and getting D-Hop? Can I see him go and get it? Yeah. Do I want him? No. And I'll tell you why. Because you got to give up something for D-Hop. And mark my words, Jacoby Myers, that's the only receiver you need extra. And then you went out and got Philip Dorsett, who's a nice addition. But Jacoby Myers is a damn good receiver. Put Myers alongside Adams, alongside Renfro, alongside whichever tight end goes, and O.J. Howard if he comes out of his shell, and Hooper. No, you don't need D-Hop. You don't need D-Hop. Don't need you. McBud, hey, there you go. We went from Switzerland to Scotland. Scotland! Oh, Scotland! I do my Scottish accent, McBud. I'm going to make me choke, brother. Blessings to you, Mac. I need to get over to Scotland again, too. Actually, I've never been to Scotland. I'd love to go to Scotland. If I ever have where I'm not working and I'm kind of retired and I have the money to do this, Mac, I'll go see you in Scotland. I'm going to go see Per in Sweden. I'm going to go see, the folks down in England. I know a bunch of people down in England. I'm going to go roll around. And kind of like, instead of staying in hostels, no. If you got a couch, I'll bring me. And then, like, Per's going to have me 2 hot Swedish chicks. Matt, give me some hot Scottish chicks, and I'm in there. And, John, I agree with you. Tanner McKee. I like Hendon Hooker. I like Tanner McKee. Haney from Fresno State wouldn't be bad. What's his name? Tooney? Wouldn't be bad. Need a quarterback. Need a draft one. And Berendo's my boy with the Robert Hedges look-alike. Remember, he had Gabe Kaplan as a teacher. That's cool. Bryce Young reminds me of Doug Flutie. Yeah, and Doug didn't really last that long. Bryce Young has probably a better arm. I don't know about his football IQ though. I don't know. He's a good player. But no, I take Hendon Hooker, definitely Tanner McKee, Tune, like I said, Tune. It's spelled Thune, but I think the H is not. I might be mistaken. When we get Jason Dean on here, hopefully he'll talk about it. And thank you. This is an old hat. And yeah, you agree with me on there. Dugan reminds me of Minshew. Grab Dugan. Oh my God, Alan, good to see you, brother. My Cali brother from another mother. Good to see you, Alan. And I don't disagree with that. And I don't know why you got to go up to 3. That's 7. You're going to get a damn good player, right? Because if you move to 3, you have to give up some. I don't really give up anything. Matt is another vote for Dugan. Great. Oh no, he had it the first time. And Berendo also. I like Tanner. Yeah. And good seeing you as well, Alan. Hey, it's Thor. Yee! I probably didn't pronounce that right. I probably gave it more emphasis, but Thor and Q and the crew. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Big E, what draft was it when he showed the odds draft to pick? Was it Clay? It was Clay. I was there. And the gentleman that had the meme on him was like 4 or 5 guys over from me. Seriously. We were front row in the second front row because the front was with people that were dressed up. And did you notice that there were no Raider fans that were dressed up? None. They had on Raider t-shirts or a jersey that was given out with 19. That was 2019. But none of the dressed fans, y'all call them the super fans. I answer to it. I don't like it. But none of the super fans, none of the dressed fans were allowed to be up front. For the Raiders. Just saying. Hey, and let him be a backup. Let him learn. Frankie Cruz, man, all right. Frankie's from Boston, right? Frankie, man, I haven't seen you in forever, brother. Good to see you. Remember, like, share. Get this out there. Get this out there. Oh, I think. Thanks, Thor. He said I enunciated it somewhat correctly. Thank you. And Frankie, yes, I will be out there in KC. Keep drafting quarterbacks in the second or third round and build a team until we find a quarterback. I agree. The last quarterback we drafted in the second round lasted 9 years. Albert Cortez. Hello, Chief. That's Navy Chief. Hope all is good in the hood. Albert, yes, it is. Thank you, there, shipmate. Albert calls me Chief because, the Navy folks, when you wear the anchor, and I wear the anchor, you guys have seen my hat. I'm an anchor, big anchor in there. So, and I'm going to ask, because yesterday I was busy. I had to wash the truck. I wanted to wash my own truck. Have you guys seen my new truck? It's awesome. But I was actually looking forward to washing my truck. It has the ceramic coat on it, and I had some of the good products that were there. And then I get out the thing, and I have the wrong gun. Like soap gun, because it's one of those power washer guns. So I didn't have the right one. So I had to go get that one. And so that's coming in about 10 days, hopefully sooner. But the truck needed to be washed. So I took it to one of the guys up the street, did a really good job, but I still had to wash. And then I was out putzing around doing other things. So yesterday was shot. Today I did some things for my taxes. I still got other things to do. But tomorrow night and Tuesday night, I'm going to bear down, knuckle down, and do that. Matt Marinvit says, yeah, Jimmy G will be better with Renfro than D-Hop. I agree, Matt. And by the way, Matt is a long time listener, viewer. Thank you. But, my point. I apologize. Captain Jack stuff. I say something and I forget what the hell I was going to say and I get lost. It's me. It's my way. It is the way. This is the way. So I didn't watch any of the basketball, but I do know that Florida Atlantic Final Four, because they beat Tennessee, and I saw what was it? I saw Tennessee in Orlando last weekend, and I thought, they're gonna blow out Florida Atlantic. No, Florida Atlantic went bing bing in their Final Four, and San Diego State, who I did see win, because Tennessee and San Diego State were the teams that won in Orlando last weekend. They're Final Four. So I can honestly say I saw a Final Four team. And I saw a team that lost in one of the Final Four teams, and that was Tennessee. How the truck on gas? 17 miles per gallon. It's 2,500. Not bad. I mean, I buy gas. I buy diesel gas when it gets to half. So it's been costing me like $75, $85 a fill up at half because it's diesel. Man, the truck is awesome. It's not bad, 17. John wants to trade Renfro for a draft pick. That might happen. We'll see. Brendo's talking about Will Levis, the next Troy Aikman. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I know that they're talking like he's the next Josh Allen. But I don't know if I'd do that, Brendo. I just like to say, for Will Levis, I think, And I know I've been bad mouthing AR-15, but at least with AR-15, you got a kid that is high ceiling. Got to live up to it, got to work for it. But for Will Levis, no. Personally, if you're going to move up to 3, I'll take Stroud if he's there. If Howard's there, that'd be surprising. But yeah, Howard is going to be a really good quarterback. AR-15 has the potential, got a lot of things to learn. And then Levis? No, I'd much rather take Hooker or McKee or Haney or Tune in the second or third round. Raiders talking to Josh Jacobs trade since he wants more money. Possibly. He hasn't signed that. That script yet. I think he's going to wait to see what the team looks like. Before he even signs it. And Matt's saying I would trade Renfro. Seems like McDaniels won't use him to his strength and play free. That remains to be seen. And I do agree with this. Raiders having dinner with Bryce Young is a smoke. I do. I do agree with that. Jimmy Farrell, welcome in here. New season of Secession. Actually, the second S is supposed to be a C, but I got you. Don't shoot me, but I've never seen, and this is what, season 4, I think. I think it's season 4 of Secession. I've never seen any of the 1, 2, or 3 of Secession. Good cast. Really good cast. I just have never seen you'll have to catch me up. One of these days when I'm not employed and I'm retired and I'm not in the ground, let me preface that. When I'm retired and not in the ground, then I'll get my trips on. I'll go see Per in Sweden. I'll go see McBud in Scotland. Go see my friends in UK. I'll go anywhere. I'll go to Deutschland. Oh, das ist nicht so schwer. Matt saying not saying much about trading. You need one of the best lines ever in the top 10 runner of all time to succeed. Overrated. I kind of agree with Matt. Not bad, but not the greatest. I'm going to put the link up. And again, I did Piddly's, things I needed to do around the house, some of the stuff I needed to do for taxes. I still have more things to do. In fact, even when the show's done, if I should be going to sleep, but I might, but I'll be doing that. Excuse me. Hit the link. Levis went up to Canada, learned from some quarterback gurus, learned to throw better. Who was it? Trestman? Brendo, who did he go see? Eddie Winchell. There you go. Bleacher Reports with Jacobs' agent talked with KC in a huge contract. Would you want to keep him at any cost, or the 2 number ones we get better for the team? The 2 number ones we get better for the team is better. And I like Josh Jacobs. I do. I like Josh Jacobs, but I take 2 ones. I would. I'd take 2 ones. Thanks, Ed, for that. Bleacher Report, huh? And Brendo, who did he go up to Canada to learn under? Mark Trestman? Because I know Mark has some ties up there. Maybe you can find that. And yeah, I can't stand Buck. Oh my God. And Troy together? Yeah. It's not as bad as listening to Michaels and Collinsworth. Can't stand them. I turn the volume down on that and I watch the game. I'll do my own, I do. I do my own commentary. It's better than there. Doc Cabral, thank you there. Hi Jay. Did you get my note? Which note, Doc? And why is it taking so long for A-Rod? Because he's a douche. Because he's a douche. He's in the spotlight, and he wants to be in the spotlight. He doesn't. It's like he wants to hold people. What am I going to do? This? Am I going to do that? Oh, let's find. Oh, I'm here. I'm A-Rod. I'm A-Rod, baby. Oh, Ed says the Packers are asking for too much. Maybe. I think they need to come down off of that. I think that he won't show up. Oh no. Albert's talking about Nolan Smith, Trenton Simpson at linebacker. Good names, since it seems like our free agency is focusing on offense. Yeah, I think they're going to build. It's going to be a lot of. It's going to be a lot of defense in the draft. Yeah, John, I get it, but if it'd be like Marcus Allen Part 2. Josh Jacobs would have games of his lifetime playing against the Raiders if he went to Kansas City. Yeah, he would. But I'd still take the 2-2s. Or 2-1s, I should say. And I agree. He's a diva. But yeah, thanks, Al. Nolan Smith, Trenton Simpson. I don't know a lot about him. Tell me more, please, Albert. Appreciate that. We lose Jake Case, we would get swept by. Well, we get swept. Well, you know what? We're getting swept by KC now. What's the difference? Seriously, if we're getting swept by KC now, what's the difference? I heard Cordero had dinner with Ziegler and McDaniels at Kentucky's Pro Day. Yeah, they're going to. It's all these quarterbacks, and the Raiders can only jump so high. 3. Ed thinks JJ is the first ballot Hall of Famer. If he continues on this path, he is. Raider Tone is in the house. Salute to Raider Tone. Salute to everybody. It's here. Salute to everybody. Remember to get your tickets for Madeira, Raider Nation Explosion 4 in Madeira in Balls Hot July. Balls Hot July, but it's Raider Nation Explosion. It's a fantastic time. Tone, put the dates there because I don't want to screw it up, but it's in Madeira, California. It's in Balls Hot July. Make sure you head on out there. And if you're a Raider fan and if you're a Raider fan in California and you're not there, then shame on you. I'm saying it right now. If you're in California and you can't go to Raider Nation Explosion, anywhere in California, it's a drive, but you can be there. And Ed Winchell is saying something we all know about. Raiders they got a 7th pick, so they're having dinner with everybody. July 22nd. Thank you. Raider Nation Explosion, Madeira Fairgrounds, probably. Madeira, but I know it's in Madeira. Madeira, July 22nd, Raider Nation Explosion. Check out M&M Productions. Check out Raider Tone. Check out my man, Kevin Guilford. Check all these people out. Mob Boss. For your information, Raider Nation Explosion vote. Madeira, July 22nd. And I put the link up. Don't tell me I didn't put the link up. Fairgrounds. Yep, there you go. It's there. Matt, one more question. Kat, do you think if Young or Strauss sitting there at 2, the Texans don't take them? Yeah, I think they would. But then Berendo is saying what they might do. Oh, Passover. Okay, thanks, Doc. April 5th. Thank you. Doc is my lay leader for Jewish stuff. I need to find somebody that can give me a proper Passover dinner. We can go to the temple. There's one up the street. John says, bringing in Cam Newton, have him and Jimmy compete. No. I don't have no problem bringing in Cam Newton, but knowing that he's going to be the number 2 quarterback because Jimmy G knows the system. And when healthy, let me say that again, because you got to put emphasis on that. When healthy, this guy is fill in the blanks, right? When healthy. But I think with Berendo as well, I think Stroud's number 1. I think that Howard or Howard or Anthony Richardson, number 2. That means that somebody is left at number 3. Quarterbacks are drafted on potential. I agree. Texans might get enamored by Richardson's measurable in underwear. I said he won the underwear Olympics. Don Webbs, Captain Mitch, come aboard. Don Webb, permission granted. Permission across the patio. Flip that. Permission across the patio, Daddy-O. Quarterdeck. Thanks, Don. I hope you're feeling better, and best to you and your family. Bial, good to see you, brother. Bial, 32 days. I will be out at the draft. In fact, if you go to the YouTube pictures of the last couple YouTubes that I did, it has a nice QR code. Click on the QR code. And come on out for the draft. Come out for that awesome party. Thank you there, Albert. Talking about the linebackers you were talking about. Run sub 4.540. Really good run stoppers, comparable size, 6'2", 240-ish. Neither injury prone and 2+ year starters, Smith and UGA. Simpson at Clemson. Hey, sign me up. First or second round. That sounds like first round talent, right? Or maybe somebody you'd have to, maybe like mid to late first round, right, Albert? If that's mid to late first round, then if you trade back at 7, instead of everybody saying the Raiders are going to trade up because you're going to have to lose collateral, trade back at 7 and get more picks, then maybe that's what they're going to do. And honestly, I am not kidding you when I say I have no clue. Actually, nobody has any clue what the Raiders are going to do on draft day unless you're sitting in the house, i.e. the Raiders' house, because what they do is so monumentally frustrating, right? Year after year after year after year after year after year, frustrating. Dan Birdwell, good to see you. Dan Birdwell, I believe, is a son of Dan Birdwell. If I remember correctly. Hayner and Hooker, like them both. and they will be available in the second and third round. Raiders should take Richardson very raw talent. Only problem is if he comes. Yeah, Doc, I was just saying that. Jamarcus 2.0, if he doesn't have drive. If he doesn't have drive, it is a wasted pick. And you know what? One of the main reasons why I don't want to see them do that is because, and this is my because, Josh McDaniels, when he was in Denver the first time, traded back up into the first round to get who? Tim Tebow from where? Florida, who wore number what? 15. That's the main reason. Because then there'll be all these people, all you're going to say is it's the same thing. Except that Richardson actually can throw the ball. Tebow could not. You just don't know where it's going. That's the thing. He needs to work on accuracy. Yeah, very wrong. And Matt says it first. I said, we don't know, but McDaniels and Ziegler know. Don Webb, who I respect, is a lot of information, especially if you're a Buckeye. Because Don's a Buckeye. Levis is a Brett Favre. Stroud is great in perfect conditions, but shaky otherwise. And Young is good, but height, weight. Yeah, he's a stick. He's a stick. That's why I take Hooker or Haney or Tune, and especially my pick is Tanner McKee. Brendo just said dinner interview in Kentucky on Broke Day, Greater Red Board Bar, sleep on the wheel thing on the 10 11 is good. Well, here's the thing though, Brendo. Seriously. If the Raiders don't look at somebody in the all of the hullabaloo leading up to the draft, don't be surprised if that's the guy they take. And the reason why I say that is because I've spoken with safety Stuart Schweiger. Said that when the Raiders drafted him, he had no clue that the Raiders were even interested. And that goes through with a lot of people they draft. They don't show the interest, so people don't. They're not interested, right? But the people that they show interest in, they don't draft because it's a smokescreen. So just remember that. And I agree with John. The Raiders did a good job in the free agency. They took Cogs. Industrial meeting Jimmy G spot. And Don used to live out in Vegas too. Drop back and take mid first round, no later than 20. Thanks there. Yeah. Those linebackers sound for real, for real. I don't know. Y'all are very high on risk. Again, I don't hate the guy. I don't hate the guy. Just he needs to learn how to throw accurately. As per what Brendo says. He can throw a ball 90 yards. Throw it from one side, one field, end zone to the other. You just don't know where it's going to go. And I agree with Ed. Bryce Young is too brittle to be in the league. Should they do the same thing to get Hooker? Yeah, I think that they're not saying anything because I think they like Hooker. I've told that they like Tanner McKee. Hooker's a great backup quarterback, but I don't know, Brendo. He has the potential. Brock Purdy was a number one in college, and he dropped, so he was 199 pick in the draft. He actually was, he was the last pick. And I agree with Swish on Web. Defense, guys. Defensive end, linebacker, D-line, quarterback. Yeah, man. You can't win any games if the defense leaves you out to dry. I'm going to put the link up again. Hit the link. Please do hit the link. I know I'm yawning. I'm sorry. This is the way it is. I'm tired. I'm tired. We talk college basketball. We can talk course free agency. Talk the draft. Hopefully Jason will either see this. Jason Dean hopefully will get with me. I want to have a draft show with Jason. Hookers and Jimmy G go together. Deep thoughts. True. After free agency, linebackers are number one need, followed by defensive tackle, followed by DB. John, I agree, but they actually signed Jenkins today, who is a decent plug and play defensive tackle from Miami. Not a bad pickup. Now you're getting into like the second wave of free agency, because the first wave's gone and all the names are gone. You're getting guys now, and if you waited a day or two like the Raiders did in the first ascendancy of free agency, they didn't get everybody, right? Yeah, linebacker. I said they signed Jenkins today. Be good, brother. Albert, you be good, brother. Take care as well. Lance Sanfilippo. Lance, hey, there's my Packer guy. Lance, good to see you, man. Good. Let's talk to Lance. Lance, hey, Lance, are you up? I know he's a Packers fan, so he must be scouring the Packers pages, right? What in the flying foxtrot is going on with A-Rod, a.k.a. the human conceited factor? Oh, you live up with the Giants. Oh, okay. I thought you were a Packers fan, Lance. Oh, okay. I thought you were a Packers fan. I must have been getting it wrong. I'm sorry. And I am well. And yeah, so we'll talk Waller. Is it really solid? Is Darren Waller any good? Solid. Yes. When healthy. But I do, and this is not hate, Lance. This is not hate. It's not hate. It's not hate. But Darren Waller has been injured the last 2 years. He's older. You're getting him on the wrong side of the hill. If healthy, solid pickup. If healthy. But, and I think we actually got for pick what, 99 or 100? I'll take that. Mm-hmm. When healthy, good hand, not great. He kind of bricks stuff. He kind of bricks things. When his mind's in the game, fast, strong, great route running, hands, little above average. And here's your shipmate there, Gabe. Gabe's a Giants fan as well, Lance. Yeah, George Jenkins played for Florida. Okay, and Ed Winslow says it best. Here's it. Well, Waller lost his passion to play for the Raiders. Maybe he'll find it in New York. I agree with that. Sometimes you got to go other places to get that inspiration back. Giants coming to Florida this year. Who are they playing? They're playing the Bucs, right? I live in Tampa. If you need some people to try to hawk on tickets, I'll see if I can help you with that. Berendo. Giants was my favorite team growing up. Like you said, doesn't he look like Robert Hedges, Epstein on Welcome Back, Kotter? I mean, and that's not hate, man. That's not hate. That's cool. And that's why I said about Bryce Howard. He's going to be broken in half like a toothpick. Oh, going to the Dolphins, okay. And yeah, Dr. Waller is still sober. Mike Sarah's in the house. Good to see you, Mike. Waller's checked out. Oh, Lance is down in Miami. Okay, going yeah, he knows it. I'm trying to get tickets. Buy me. They playing the Dolphins this year at Hard Rock. Okay, Lance. Listen here. My reason Waller was this past year, Coach Knapp never wanted him. They always had him on the trade block because they checked out. He seems excited. He does seem excited, but don't blame the Raiders for his attitude. Okay. Don't blame the Raiders for his attitude. If you are a professional, you play as a professional. If your boss thinks you're full of crap, show him that you're not. It's on him. It's not on the team. And I'm saying it as quickly or not quickly, saying it as succinctly and as plausibly as possible. Don't blame the Raiders for Darren Waller's attitude. Blame Darren Waller. And Triple B, maybe. Gabe. There's your question. Did you buy a Waller jersey yet? I got one right over there. Not a Giants jersey, but I did buy it at half price. Actually, 2 at half price. Ed'll sell you one. There you go. And that's smart, Gabe. That's smart. And Gabe, get with Lance. Lance is Giants fans. Well, I've been to the Giants Tampa a couple of years ago. I went to the Jaguars Giants game in Jacksonville last season. I was only seeing going to Giants Dolphins game at Hard Rock. I will tell you this. Well, you are a Giants fan, so you probably don't have thick skin and whatnot. But Miami fans are a-holes. And I agree with this. Hooper's a much better tight end. He is. He's a much better tight end. And Don Webb, I'll take 8 and 9. It's an improvement. And I agree with John. It's not just this regime. He had issues with Derek Carr. And I'm going to agree with it from Ed as well, Gabe. Don't talk about Waller as a Raider if you don't, because you're getting, what do you call it? You're getting broadcast views. You're getting propaganda. You're getting propaganda. I'm telling you this. I'm not hating on you. You're getting propaganda, man. It's one-way comms, thought police stuff. And I'll agree here. He's the one that checked out on his own. See, exactly. What he said in interviews and what he said that they wanted him, made him feel not wanted. It's propaganda. It's his side of the view. It's like, they didn't want me and I was mistreated. Gabe, I'm just telling you, man. Seriously. And thanks, Don. Somebody get in the show. Somebody come into the show. Because we're an hour into the show and I haven't had nobody in here. I'm only going to do 90 minutes if nobody comes in. Gabe, you're being snowed, brother. And I agree. Oh, I like this, man. DeAndre Carter, sign him. Yeah, Gabe. When you go to camp, you're gonna get his views, his side, his slant. Yeah, Gabe. If you want to come in, you're gonna get racked. Yeah, Lance. I'm gonna be at probably, and I'm gonna tell you this. I hope it's later in the year because in September and October it's flipping hot. So I'm hoping, but of course the schedule makers are going to probably make it in the first half of the year when it's flipping hot. I would love to go to a Dolphins Raiders game at the end of the year because it's nice and cool. That I would love. And yeah, people, Mike Sarah says it. Gabe, you need to come in. John Leon says, let's hear it, Gabe. Don West says, Gruden saw Wall grabbed in 2 great years in Oakland. Yes, I'm a Gruden guy. The NFL are hypocrites. I agree with that. Thanks, Lance. Like to meet you, even though I'm a Giants. No, dude. I like to meet everybody. So yeah, it'd be good to see you. Come over to YouTube if you can, though, Lance. Better audio and video. Wait. Y'all loved his ass. Never said crap about him being a terrible teammate or anything. Then they get traded and y'all go off about how crap he was. No. Gabe, no. Gabe, here. The YouTube channel is on the bottom there. Wait. Watch on Twitter. Yeah, it's coming up now. Over to YouTube. There you go. There's the YouTube channel right there. Captain Jack Rackham Levy. Captain Jack Rackham Levy. That's the YouTube channel. Captain Jack Rackham Levy. That's the YouTube channel. Come on over, man. But I'm telling you, man, you're getting propaganda. You're being fed. You're being fed. Finish my Arnold Palmer. And there you go. Thank you, Mike Sarah. Raider fans last year were up in Waller's ass. They were up in Waller's ass when he was not showing up. When he was at the Aces game seeing his now wife, he had more going on. He was an ass. Sorry. He was a very capable player. That's why I had no problem buying those 2 jerseys, but I won't wear them now. Unless I take the names off and put like Hendricks on it. 83. Seriously. Hey, good to see you, Lance. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate the look, brother. I said it's better audio and video on here too. When you see the show on Facebook, come over to YouTube, man. And here you go. These are Raiders fans. Milk the hamstring, unprofessional and uncool. And see, Lance, now you're hooked in with Giants Chronicles. You guys can talk Giants together. Waller is more into his rapping career. Nah, man, you were fed a bill of sale from the guy, from the salesman. Gave you one view. You're eating it up. Oh, Gabe, Gabe. I'm not even gonna put your comment on. I'm not. The Raider Nation was behind Waller when we took him under wing, when we found out about his substance abuse problems. There was nobody that was more positive, more um, charitable in thoughts, mind, and deed, you know. But no, it's not we turned on him. It's like when we see somebody is effing up, we call it out, man. We do. And John Leon, you know where they got that third round pick, right? That was originally Kansas City's pick that they traded to the Giants for Tony, right? Kadarius Tony, which same issue. Great availability when he's on the field. Great player when he's on the field. Ability is the best when you're available. Availability is the best ability. So it was, two guys on that pick that are good players when they're available. When they're not, you know, lollygag. I saw Bull Durham the other day. You lollygag down to first base, and then you lollygag down to second base, and then you lollygag going in from the outfield. What you call that? Bunch of lollygaggers. But Lance, yeah, follow Gabe. He has great Giants stuff. He does. He's got great Giants stuff. And there's Lance as well. Giants Chronicles. Get with him. That's his channel, Lance. That's his channel. Gabe is 17 years old. Very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. But Gabe, don't be upset, but you're 17 years old. Jets going to be very good, I think. Buffalo, Dolphins, Bengals, Chiefs, Browns just hired a massage therapist. I got that. Funny job. And yeah, I agree with John. Gabe is knowledgeable, but he's not worldly. He's not experienced. He's knowledgeable. I don't take anything from Gabe's knowledge. He's got knowledge, but in order for that to be worthwhile, you got to have the salt and the years and the worldliness. And that's not. I ain't cracking on you. You get that with age. And don't say this there, Gabe. Ed comes on at least probably he averages about twice a month. about every 2 weeks. So yeah, and you know what? I will sit back and let Swish. That's Don, by the way. That's Swish. Don, I don't know whether you want to if you want to do some camera heat. Oh, I don't know about the Raiders sideline, but you know what? Can't hurt. Can't hurt being and he'll know Garoppolo and Brady's there because he is a new co-owner of the Aces. And honestly, pardon me, if Garoppolo got hurt, I can see the Raiders signing Tom Brady. Seriously. No. See, Gabe, I'm going to show this. Ed just likes bashing young kids. I get it. That's how he likes to live life. But Ron wants a kid, Ed, so you know how I. No. Mike bashes you a hell of a lot more than Ed does. And Mike, that's not cracking on Mike, but Mike cracks on you a lot, right? Mike cracks on you a lot, and I would love that Mike hasn't been on, and I'd love Mike to come in. I would love, and I'm saying this, Mike. Yeah, depending on who the backup quarterbacks. Yeah, I get it, but here's the thing. I would love, and I'm not goading Mike, but I would love Mike to get on camera. Or I should say in the studio. You don't have to be on camera. You don't have to be on camera, but so I can hear you, right? And let Mike and Dandy, a.k.a. Swish, a.k.a. Don Webb, and Eddie Winchell, and with Gabe, I'd be off screen. I would be off screen. Why? You don't need me. You don't need me. I'd have to come in and maybe mediate at times. No, Jimmy Farrell, he is a part owner. He wants to be. No, he is. He is a part owner of the Aces. Yeah, all Florida NCAA finals. Yeah, with Miami. Did Miami win tonight? Because they were playing Texas. Did they win? I don't know. Yeah, see, Brady's already a co-owner. See, Jimmy Farrell. I knew that. He's already a part owner. Come on screen. Okay, get your phone set up, Mike. Get your phone set up. Miami, man. Okay, so Miami's in. So Miami beat Texas. You can have Miami against Florida Atlantic. Wow, they are a good team. Better than the Florida State. Better than the Gators. And actually, pardon me, and it pains me to say this, but Miami has the best sports for any of the Florida college schools. They got the best basketball program. They got the best football program. They used to have the best baseball program. They're still top 10 in baseball. You put all that, I don't think they have a hockey team, but wouldn't put it past them. They have the best athletic program, and I hate Miami. Not as much as I hate State, but I hate Miami. What? Okay. More likely than back. We're not okay. Okay. So again, it's not that they're living that you're living rent free in their heads. Is that would you come in if Mike came in and Ed came in, you'd come in. I might have to go over 2 hours. And exactly. Thank you, Don Webb. Don't play the victim card. Oh, woe is me. Oh, you guys got nothing better. Don't be a whiner. Don't bitch out. Oh, Doc Cabral, no. Don was up at Don was up in Angeles at Clark. And here, Gabe, you're you're not telling facts. You're telling your views. I'm trying to help you out, man. You're leaving yourself out there to be blown out of the friggin' water. You're leaving yourself out there to be blown out of the water. Because again, we respect the fact that you are intelligent. We do. We respect the fact that you are intelligent, but your facts, as you say it, your facts are one-sided and not, you know, the full spear. Yeah, gentlemen. Cool cat. See, even cool cats cracking on you. But let's see what else we got. Brendo, thank you for commenting. Mark Davis says Brady is zero ready. I think Brady would be second in charge of Raider if he isn't already telling Ziegler to get. No, 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 no. Ziegler will tell Brady to pack sand. Seriously, I don't think he's in Ziegler's ear. He's in Mark Davis's ear. That's true. He's in Mark Davis's ear, but he ain't in Ziegler's ear. No, I don't think so. Again, my opinion. My opinion. I don't think he's in Ziegler's ear. Yeah, see, same thing. John and Mike and Ed and Don, they're all voicing their opinion. You have your opinion. We're voicing ours. Point one. Waller's not the Waller of 2019 and 2021. I would say that's a fact. Point two. Organization overpaid a below average quarterback $40 million a year. Ouch. I know it's the going rate. I know that's the next thing you're going to say, but it's the going rate. You don't have to pay him. And yeah, Doc, I met Don Webb. I stayed at his house for the ceremonies up in Canton a couple of years ago, and I love Don's house. Love it. Great, beautiful, beautiful Asawa, beautiful kids. Uncle Jay, and I try. I don't think I swore a lot. I don't think I swore a lot for me. And Don's got a great family. So yeah, Don's good people. And so let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, who have I met here personally? Okay, I met Don Webb. I've met Ed Winchell personally. I met Richie Riche a couple minutes ago, so physically met him. Is there anybody else I've met? Mode, I've met you. Yeah, right. I've met Raider Mode, so that's another person I've met personally. I met Oso. I've met Anna when she's in here personally. So I like meeting people personally. And you have a better feel for them. You know these people. And Ed Winchell calls me about every other day, and we talk. And I have no problem saying that. Ed Winchell is a good friend of mine. And Hollywood I've met personally. You guys know that. You met Ed in what? Oh, I've met Ed. Yeah, I've met Ed, Mike. I met Ed. I've met Don. I know Doc Brawl. I know Hollywood. I know Anna. I know these people. I know these people personally. I've met Mode. Oh, thanks, Don. Kids respect the cat by blessing him. Yes, I was Kuya JJ. I saw enjoy your conversation this company. Uh, Don, I love you, brother. I do. I love you and your wife and your kids. It's great. I hope to see him soon. And Mode, see, that's what I'm saying, Gabe. That's what I'm saying. I know these people personally, and so I know when they're being a holes or not. I haven't met Mike Sarah, but he's been a watcher of this show for over, I want to say over 2 years. Cool Kev, over 2 years. So I know. And Matt Marinovich, 3 years. Matt, '07, at least 2 years. At least 2 years. These are regulars. Mi familia. And if I know them personally, it makes it even better. Thanks, their Mode. Yeah, I know Mode and Oso. They're cousins. I'm the gringo. I'm the old gringo. And Mike Sarah's been here. Mike Sarah's been here since the beginning. I agree there. Don Webb is Air Force, Andrew, or Doc, I should say. He's Air Force. Hey, that's a good point. That's a good point. Thanks, John. Gabe, you crack on what Raider fans say about Waller. You crack on us. What is the Giants fan base? Because remember, there's only one nation. I don't know what they call a fan base of Giants. The blue people. And again, I'm not being a sarcastic asshole. I'm just saying I don't know what your fan base is called. Oh, Jared, thanks, Mike. Yeah, Jared's been here forever. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't see him. Yeah, but I say, yeah, that guy and this girl, like the ladies, right? China's been around for a while. Becky, Carrie Walton when she's in, right? Anna for sure. There's four right there. Four ladies. Vicky Ginn, forever. Haven't seen her in a long time, but forever. And I know Vicky Ginn personally. I've met China personally. I met Anna personally. I met Becky personally. Carrie I haven't met yet, but I will soon because Carrie and I will meet, and Carrie's wonderful, and she's a great cook, and I can't wait to have her cook for me. Yeah, Uncle. I'm sorry, Uncle and nephew. Tio, and how do you say? Tio is uncle. What's nephew? Can't remember. Can't remember how to say nephew. Jack Kenna. Haven't met him, but we've been here for a lot. And Jack, by the way, yeah, I saw your comment with the. I saw the video that Dirty put out about a month ago. I did not know about a lot of that stuff. I didn't know about any of it, really, honestly. But I'm attuned to it now. Sobrino. Gracias. I don't want to talk about it though. I'm all good in the hood with as many people as I can be. I do not. There are very few people who I have some real, I didn't say it, hatred. Some real hatred for. I know that's not the Christian thing to say. I get it. But there's only a few people I have some real hatred for. Amongst YouTubers, I think it's one. Oh, by the way, I met Thor. Yeah, there's Thor. Thor knows me. And speaking of the devil, right on cue, China. Good evening to you as well. China's stacked. China's stacked. Tits, ass, and muscles. Great lady. I know she's blushing right now. And a beautiful soul besides. No, Jack, it wasn't his live. It was his IG that you commented on. Cat on fire. I'm trying not to get in trouble. And I'm saying the best things for folks. There you go. Port Adelaide. Salute to you as well. Give my bet. See, Down Under's in here. Port Adelaide's half of them. Afakazi's been in here before. Yep, salute to the chat. And remember, support Port Adelaide. Support Avakazi. I try to support everybody. I will definitely support you if you're in my corner. Take that for what it's worth. I will not say anything bad about people that I despise openly. See what I'm saying? Jack Kenna, thank you for that. We're getting back to sports. Best two pickups, Jerry Tillery and the DB from Minnesota. That's what, Shelley, right? And Jack Kenna, thank you for that. I got you as well. We've been on for an hour and a half almost. Now here's the thing. Mike, Sarah, if you get your phone squared away, kind of like I told Jared all that, because I miss Jared, but Jared can't get his damn phone squared away. And you know, at least Ed Winchell can come on as well when he has that. Did I get a haircut? No, but I did get a beard trim. I guess I did get a haircut. Yeah, because I went to my stylist the other day. What day was it? Was it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. I went on Thursday. My stylist is wonderful. Love her to death. Great. She gets my beard squared away. She cuts off my loose ends. Here. See? Cuts off my loose ends. I can't see if you guys can see. My hair looks damn good. So yeah, I did get a haircut. My stylist is the best. Shelley Long. When you put it like that, put a comment in there. Because it says Shelley Long, the actress from Cheers. No. Shelley, Long, the guy that used to play for the Giants, I believe, and F's will upgrade our DB room. Agreed, Matt Marinovich. Thank you. Shelley Long. You look good. Thank you, honey. You look marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. I just need a hottie like China. Yeah, Jack, come on in. You'd be a great third corner, being saying double dip on the corner. Hey, these guys play safety and corner, and they can multitask, multipass. Yeah, come in, Jack. You don't have any have a hatred bone in your body. We've had words, but never in hatred. Love you lots, bunch of dear. Thank you, there, Doc. Doc, I will say that I can honestly say that there are people I despise, and I've gotten that way the older I've gotten, and I know it's not the best. I know it's not the best. There are people that I despise. I ain't gonna dime them out here. Send the link. Okay, it's up there, but I'll send it for you again. There you go. There, Jack Hanna. Are the Long brothers still playing, and can we pick one of them up? Nah. I think they're over the hill, past their prime. Kind of like what that guy on CNN said about the former governor of South Carolina, who was the UN lady. You missed my thoughts on the Waller trade? No, we saw. Your thoughts on the Waller, far be it for me to say. You said that the Raider Nation, and I'm gonna paraphrase for quick, Gabe. Raider Nation hated Waller because of that they didn't like what he was saying on the way out the door, and that Waller, and you said that Waller is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Paraphrasing, and that he has issues with Raider Nation out the door, and Raider Nation didn't like him out the door. That's not true. We've been saying he's been a cancer for a while. No, we still got Chandler Jones done. I'm going to bring in Jack, man. Jack, you ready, brother? Yes, he said, yes, I am. Yes, I am. We're bringing in Jack. Jack, how you doing, brother? Good to hear from you.
Hey, Cap. Salute, brother. Salute, nation. I miss a lot. I don't know where we're at in the conversation and chat. Just glad to be here. Glad to support my brother.
We've been talking about a bunch of things. Okay. I've spoken about how I've met a lot of the people out here personally. We spoke about that. Gabe has been going kind of like, fighting,
Going to boxing. Yeah, I saw that.
Boxing with the people about the Waller situation. He's basically saying all Raider. Okay, I hate to use the word all, because that's when you say all this or every that, you're wrong, because not every or all is include. No, but said a lot of Raider Nation people are hating on Waller. I'm like, since he left, I said no. There are people that Raiders were on his ass last year and the year before that, especially last year when he was, oh, my hamstring hurts. Oh, this, and he said he tried to come back early. That might be true. But the thing is that
might be.
The thing is that Gabe is hearing what he said in his press conferences and taking it as the gospel. But it's the gospel of one. It's the gospel of one. And we're not hating on Waller, but we're saying, dude, you're hearing the propaganda from the source. He's putting his own spin on it. And we're saying we were behind Waller a lot of the times, especially we were in his corner about what he was fighting for substance abuse issues. But when he was injured, he didn't do a lot of positive things during his injury to ingratiate himself like he really wanted to be back. He checked out. Before the fans turned on him. I would venture to say on that.
Maybe. I mean, I say maybe because we don't know what Waller's head's thinking like, out there, guys. I mean, when he's hanging out with Mark Davis and instead of going to practices and like to see his wife now play for the Aces. Yeah, I can kind of see that. I mean, why aren't you out there with DC and the other guys and practicing instead of, but if Mark is giving you the pass, I can't blame that on him. That's on Mark. So, but I want to rewind this whole thing. If we can go back 1 year, Carr would have been 2 first-round draft picks. Waller would have been probably a second and a third. And we're going into this season, we get nothing for Carr. We get a third-round pick for Waller, who is people say top 5. I'm sorry, he was top 3. When he's on the field, he's top 3 tight end in the league.
Quantify that, and you did. When he was on the field, I agree with that. Kittle, Kelsey, and Waller. I agree with
Absolutely.
that. I agree with that. When he was on the field and living up to his ability, because sometimes when he was on the field, he was half-assing it a lot, especially this past year.
I mean, I feel like there's some disconnect between DC and him.
Yeah.
This last season, I feel like it was kind of strange, like, what was going on. But I also feel like, the management with like, guys are like unhealthy. Oh, Carr's a super healthy guy. 2016 when he broke his leg. And then we get Jimmy G, who's always unhealthy. Epps, who reminds me of like Abrams. I mean, he's exactly the same player as Abrams. And we didn't like Abrams, so we cut him, let him go. So, but we replaced him with the same type of guy. And then we get that Spilly. I can't say his name. Spillman.
Spillane.
Thank you, Cap.
Just think of the mystery rider. I called him Mickey Spillane. Okay.
Well, we'll call him Mickey now. We'll just call him Mickey.
Yeah, I call him Mickey.
I like that. So we get Mickey, and the same thing as Perryman, but a lesser version. But he's healthier. He's younger. So we're replacing a lot of guys with the same guys. But I will say this. I do like the kid from Minnesota. I really do like Tillery, re-signing him because I feel like he can improve. Yeah. I watched him at Notre Dame. I'm a Notre Dame guy, so
you're biased, but you know what he can do when he's motivated.
Yeah, let's cut out the one time where it like hit the swat in the hand and got a penalty and which cost us a game. Count that out. So, but overall, he's an improvement.
It should have been a 5-yard penalty, not a 15-yard penalty. They screwed us on that.
Yes, absolutely. So it's been a lot of lateral moves, but I can't disagree with what's going on. A lot of the nation is like half of it's like upset, half of it's like okay. I believe there will be better players out there after the cuts. After like based on contracts and everything else, when people get cut, then I'm glad we're getting our money. A lot of these guys are not even going to make this roster, but we need to field a team, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After the cuts, you're going to get players that are going to be cheaper, and they have better talent. This free agent class was really not exciting.
No, I agree. And I think that if you look at it, and I'd have to think about who is out there, I think that the Raiders picked up the most capable quarterback of the free agent quarterbacks. I think they did. Again, his problem is, can he stay healthy?
Well, that's why we got him at like $20 million a year. Right. And we're kind of backed into that position. I think a lot of the Raider Nation is frustrated because, like, you give up a guy like Carr. I'm a Carr guy. You give up Carr, and you were hoping for TB12. And he says, I'm not coming back. And we were hoping for him.
Not everybody, Jack.
Okay, not everybody, but a lot of people were hoping for that because he doesn't cost you draft picks.
Right.
And then we want AR. But it's going to cost you a lot of draft picks. It's going to cost you a lot of salary cap. And it just doesn't work with this roster. Like, our defense is not there. So it made very, very good sense to get Jimmy G. Hey, guys, what I've been saying, we need condom insurance instead of car insurance to stand Jimmy G upright for the whole season. No pun intended. But
yeah, I got Jimmy G's upright right here.
But it makes sense. You cut it in half. You cut the salary of Carr in half. I am not happy that Carr's gone, but it is what it is. So I'm going to move on like everyone else, hopefully. Use that money. We need that money on the defense. Put the money on. And now we're in a position to where we don't need to trade up. We don't need to trade up anymore. Because if we don't get one of the quarterbacks that we want at number 7, we take the best defensive player available, or we trade back and get more picks, and we're still going to get a guy like Hooker, which his draft stock is rising every single day now. Or like your guy, McKee, his draft stock is rising. So we can get him at the back end of the first round or early second round. There's a lot of possibilities now. So I'm excited for that. I'm super excited for the draft because there's so many things that we can do. And we don't have to reach. There's no more reaching anymore, guys. Let it fall to us or fall back.
And I agree with that. That's why I said I don't want to trade up, but I don't run the team, Jack. I don't. I don't have Mark Davis on speed dial, and he does not have me on speed dial. He's like saying, "Hey, yo, Cap, what are you thinking about this?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, Mark, I'm sorry, I can't talk about it right now because my phone is in the locker. Because during the day I can't have my phone with me at my desk. I don't have unless he calls me on my work phone." And then I say, "I'm sorry, I'm being monitored right now, so I can't really talk to you, Mark." So he does not call me.
He doesn't call me either,
Jack. He doesn't call Ed. He doesn't call Mike Sarah. He doesn't call John Leon. He doesn't call anybody, right? Because it's his team.
It's his team. But I know Mark is not the one leaving it up. It's Ziegler.
Yes.
Ziegler's the one that's calling the shot. So.
Right. And Ziegler hasn't called me either. Jimmy Farrell, I'd say, I don't trust the Raiders, what they're going to do in the draft. Well, you know what? Welcome. I'm going to quote Bruce Willis. Welcome to the party, pal. We don't trust the Raiders. We've never trusted the Raiders to make draft picks, even when Al was the boss. But
absolutely,
I do have faith. I do have faith in Ziegler. Thank you, Port Adelaide. I agree with this. I have faith in Ziegler, and I have faith in Champ Kelly. I do. Why? Because they're football guys that know how to get parts.
We'll see. So last year, at our draft, right?
Yeah.
Our left guard was decent enough and good enough. And our right tackle that we got in the 7th round is good enough to be the starter next year, potentially. Let him battle it out. Let's see what happens. Mumford. I like both those picks. In Zeus, yes, I do like Zeus. But you got to, let him run between the tackles. You can't go just run the kid outside. Like, when you have a running back, guys, that does one thing or two things, and you don't know what they're going to do, then the defense. That's the one thing about Josh Jacobs. which is why I put him as a third running back in Raiders all-time history. You don't know what he's going to do. He's bigger than Marcus. He's got the same first move as Marcus. Neither Marcus or Josh Jacobs had super speed, but they'll make the first guy miss. But he's a kind of a baby, Bo Jackson in a way, because he'll run you over too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why McDaniels has got to learn, and he changes systems. Wow, we got a guy. We're not going to give him a 5th-year option, but now that he's seen what he's done, we don't have to have the running back by committee. We don't have to have the specialized person for every single down that we need to have, which the defense can call it out. Josh Jacobs, gives you question marks all across the board. So I hope we give him an extension. If we don't, so right now it's $10.9 million. So based on this, what it's going to be, 20%, right? That's $13.8 million. I'd give him $13.8 million. I'll keep him for another 2 years. Absolutely.
See, honestly, I like Josh Jacobs. I do. I like Josh Jacobs. I've met him personally. I said, I want you on my team, and I mean that. But here's the but. Would I rather have 2 first-round picks? Your sweet ass, I would.
Ooh. Well, no one's throwing that out there, right?
If somebody wants Josh Jacobs, it'd take him 2 first-rounders, right?
I can't argue with that. 2 first-rounders would be sweet if you use them right.
Yes, I take 2 first-rounders because, again, and thank you, John Leon, for reminding us, we got Sincere McCormick, who was out the entire year last year with his injuries. We got Zamir White, who played well, and we got, was it Blair from UCLA? Brown.
Britton Brown.
Yeah. We got running backs. We got Amir Abdullah, who's a good scat running, variable, catch the ball, block, do what is needed running back. We got Brown, Zamir White, Sincere McCormick, and Amir Abdullah, right? We got decent running backs. They're not anybody that's ever going to win a rushing title like Josh Jacobs did. He knew where the bread was buttered, and he went out and he won the title, and good for him. And I don't hate on Josh Jacobs. I like Josh Jacobs. But if you were to ask me, would I rather have Josh Jacobs or 2 first-round picks, I'll take the first-round picks anytime. And yes, his tag is non-exclusive. Non-exclusive.
I'll go either way, guys. It's Josh Jacobs is, like I said, being a Raiders fan since 1975, he's the 3rd best running back the Raiders have ever had. Do I want him back? Yes. But if he had 2 first-rounders, wow, that would be awesome.
Okay, and by the way, it's not that no one will give 2 first-rounders. Gabe, is if you don't sign him and somebody else does, that's what the price is. It's not me saying I want 2 first-rounders for him. That's the price. If you don't sign him and somebody else does,
you can match it.
Yeah, you can match it. But if they don't want to sign, the compensation is 2 first-round picks. Look it up, knowledgeable. That's what it is. You don't sign him. He goes for somebody else. 2 first-round picks.
What's kind of crazy is the Baltimore Ravens quarterback. No one's offered him anything.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback, and he's MVP, Heisman Trophy winner. No one signed him or offered him a contract. So You're not going to do that on a running back. I mean, shoot, running backs. Everyone says in the world that they're a dime a dozen. Well, I don't think Jacobs is a dime a dozen, but at the same time, it's like, who's going to give up 2 first-round picks for a running back? Nobody. So Jacobs is ours.
Somebody who wants Josh Jacobs, if they want him bad enough, that's what it will be. And I agree with Port Adelaide. Let's say that we get we trade down to number 7, right? And the cost is a 1 next year and your first rounder for whoever wants to come up to 7. So now we got that first rounder from another team and a number 1 next year from that person. Let's say Josh Jacobs signs with, and even I hate to say it, Kansas City, and the compensation is 2 first-round picks. I'll take those first-round picks, and it's one year and 1 another year. So that means that if we trade down this year, we got 3 first-round picks in 2024, and we got at least 2 first-round picks in 2025. I got a boner the size of Mount Kilimanjaro. I'm not saying it's the size of Mount Everest, but I got a boner the size of Kilimanjaro, baby, because we got 3 first-round picks next year, hypothetically, and 2 years after that.
So, Cap, you know me. If we got those picks, what am I doing? If I'm the Raiders GM, you know me.
I know what you're doing. You're going to get some guy by the name of Caleb Williams.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's going to be the franchise for the next 10-plus years. Absolutely.
Yeah, I got it.
And Ed, where are you, brother? Where's my Caleb Williams jersey?
Hey.
Oh, you said turn the car around. Ed and I, we do talk on the side as friends.
Like you said, from what I understand, he never promised you a Caleb Williams jersey, but he's working on it in spite of that, right?
Oh, he said he met Caleb Williams,
right,
and got him to sign me a jersey, and like he's going to mail it to me.
Well,
I don't care. I mean, honestly, I don't care.
Yeah,
I'd rather meet Ed in person, like, you know, the 916 guys and the 219 guys, and just meet up and have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, and I agree with Jesse. We got rid of these guys a year late.
We did. Man, can you imagine if we would have got rid of Carr last year, if we would have known, you know, the crystal ball, like seeing what's going to happen. So Carr would have been 2 first-rounders, and Darren Waller being a 2nd-rounder. Going into this draft and the next draft over with those picks, wow.
Oh, Ed Winchell has a question for you there, Jack.
I'm on my phone, so you're going to have to read it to me because it's too small.
Okay. Says, Jack, what if Caleb doesn't want to be a Raider?
Well, Ed, you know better than me, brother. You met him. If he doesn't want to be a Raider, then I got to change my stance on everything.
Yeah, and John says he might not even declare for the draft next year. I think he will. Yeah. Oh, and this is also from Ed. He said, I asked Caleb to please send me a jersey for you, Jack. I'm not going to hassle him for it. And I agree with that.
No, I agree with that, too. I don't even care. I'm not a USC fan, so I'm honestly, Ed, I'm a Notre Dame fan, number 1. Number 2, I'm a UCLA fan. So
well, don't tell
USC is like my rival in every shape and form. So, but Ed, come on board, dude. We've been talking about this a long time behind the scenes. Get together on a show. So, Cap, bring Ed on.
Ed can come on. But you know what? Right now, it's at 1 hour and 52 minutes, which means that there is 8 minutes to go.
Oh, you got.
It's not even.
You're on a timetable. Is that how that stuff works? Roku and YouTube.
No, this is how it works. And I said this before. Okay. I keep it at 2 hours and under, so I can use this show again if I need to at a time later on. If it's over 2 hours, I can't rebroadcast it. That's the sticking point. That's why I keep it at 2 hours. And oh, by the way, I got work tomorrow.
Me too.
So, yeah, but you're also 3 hours behind me.
GA.
That's right. I don't think the car would ever get too far. Well, actually, Mike Sarah, Washington, a couple years ago, per reports, Mike Sarah, Washington offered the Raiders 2 first-rounders for Carr a couple years ago. If it was not last year, it was the year before last. 2 first-rounders for Derek Carr, and that is per good sources. Good sources saying that.
So, Cap, we're on timetable now. So, what has been your most exciting moments of like the free agency? For me, it's Tillery and Shelby, like the DB from Minnesota. Those are my 2 favorite pickups, going into this offseason. What are yours?
I'm still actually, I'm not going to say it now. Why? Because they're still second and third phase of free agency and the draft. So I mean,
no, forget the draft. Just right now, just overall.
What I'm saying, well, right now, I said that I like the fact that they picked up Jacoby Myers quick. They went out and got a proven number 2 receiver. Okay, as far as free agency, I like that they re-signed Tillery like you. I do, and I said that the coach the other day. He's like, yeah. I said what we use him for and what we ask of him is what he does. You guys wanted him to be the D-line this, interior that, rushing specialist that, drop back in coverage, sell hot dogs, and be on the front cover of every magazine in LA. We don't ask him to do that. We ask him to shoot gaps and tackle people. And he does it, right? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And the best thing about this, okay, and Gabe, look at the letters. ASFL, American Spring Football League, coming to a city near you. Keep your eyes open for it because I'm all about the ASFL. Not USFL, oh no. Not XFL, oh no. ASFL, American Spring Football League, coming to a city near you. Check it out. And yeah, it's going to be not GA. Don't put that extra S in there. I'm not even putting that up, GA. American Spring Football League. It's like what the AFL was when the AFL came out originally. It's a league that actually is about the cities, is about the players, about the product, about meshing with the community. The American Football League back in the 1960s, that's what they were about. American Spring Football League is going to be like that. Trust me.
Yeah, not many players worked out going from all those different leagues to the NFL. The only one I can remember is like the Niners quarterback after Joe Montana. It's like
What? Steve Young.
Steve Young. That's about it.
Reggie White. You ever hear of him?
Dude. Yeah, Reggie White. He's a beast. He came from that league.
You ever hear of Herschel Walker?
Did he really come from that league? I thought he got drafted straight to the NFL.
He was in the USFL there, shipmate.
Whoa.
Over to the NFL. So don't be too hasty on what you say.
Well, I can't disagree with those players.
Oh,
they're a beast. They're all Hall of Fame.
You ever by the name of Jim Kelly?
Yep.
There's 4.
So 4 out of...
Doesn't matter. Those are 4 Hall of Famers. 4 Hall of Famers. And we are at 157.11. Partner, I got to let you go because I got to do my outro.
All right, Cap. Hey, salute to you, brother Cap. Ed Winchell, OG Jack Daniels, and all the Raider Nation. Love you guys. Until the next time I see you or chat with you in all the chats, have a good night.
And Randall Cunningham, per John Leon, thanks again there. Flutie as well. So yeah, there were plenty of people from the USFL first iteration that made it to the NFL, and a lot of them made it to the Hall of Fame. I am out of here, and I am out of here. I sound like Dennis Miller on what is it? Saturday Night Live, out processing. Check us out Wednesday night, Wild Wild West. Richie Riche will not be on, but we will have Mundungus, great name, filling in for Richie Riche. Good to see you. Check out, I didn't get a chance. I didn't even show this yet. This is what Richie Riche got me. Dude, it's maple whiskey. Maple whiskey. Look at that. Maple whiskey. I can't wait to have some. Maple whiskey. And I had it here, and I didn't even show it. And then he got me a real Canadian beer. Can't wait. Maple whiskey. Do shots here. Take care, everybody. We will see you Wednesday, Wild Wild West. Thursday, I'll have my show, and then next Sunday as well. And if I have other shows, come on over and see us. Take care. Like, share. Make comments after the show. Like, share. We'll see you Wednesday and Thursday and Sunday and maybe some other times. Check it out. Like, share. We'll see you.